Bienvenidos. Gracias. I'm feeling like the baby here among so many of the grads. 7 summers ago, I stepped onto Harvard's campus for the very first time. These were the days when the name Harvard weighed on my tongue like a brick of sugar. I do not remember much of my first taste of this looming, ivy-strewn world. But one memory is etched in my mind, as if someone had written it with a penknife. Mami, Papi, and I were perched on uncomfortable stone benches in front of what used to be Abonpan. My mother pointed to the cast iron gates with sudden urgency, and she said to me, Dianis, te veo aquí. Lo puedo ver. And for a split second, I could see it too. Me, graduating from one of the most elite institutions in the world. Me, the only daughter of 2 immigrants. Me, the girl from Brooklyn who went to a slightly shabby Catholic school. Me, the young woman who stands before you about to receive a diploma from Harvard. This diploma, which will hang orgullosamente in my living room, does not belong solely to me. It has my name stitched onto it, but it tells nothing of the needle and thread that sewed it. This diploma was not only achieved through the silken paragraphs that I learned to write in a classroom with students who were nursed on words like dissonance and juxtaposition. This diploma belongs to my mother, whose tears could have swept the world clean on the day when she left her only daughter in a strange dorm room in an unfamiliar city. And to my father, who traipsed up and down relentlessly from New York to Cambridge and Cambridge to New York 12 times over to bring me home. It belongs to them, my parents, the people who sacrificed so much so that their daughter could succeed and taste at last the apple pie promised in the American dream. It belongs to the people who never learned to read so that I could one day attend a school with one of the world's best libraries. The people who worked with broken English so that I could one day get a degree in it. But today, I can afford to be triumphant. I see the end of the finish line. It's Thursday. Rose-colored glasses are clouding my vision. But let me be honest, things have not been easy here, not for a minute. There have been crooked days when the weight of unfulfilled ambitions of those who have come before me piles up on my chest until I think that my heart could crack in two. There have been conversations that have reminded me of the feathers that my parents have had to pluck from themselves so that I could have the wings to fly. I sometimes think about when I returned home after my freshman fall, and my great-grandmother told me, Dianis, pensé que no ibas a querer más comida de la casa después de estar en Harvard. These were the crises of belonging. I spent months haunted by what classmates implied when they said to me, you are here because you are a minority. Callously, casually, they managed to send me into a whirlwind. Was I only here because I was a minority, a Latina? Did those aspects overshadow my passions, my talents, and my dreams? Looking at all of you, beaming with the promises of a bright, hazy future, and shining with pride, and with tears too, that's okay, me too, I realize I have an answer. I am here, and I am successful because I am a Latina. Because being a Latina has taught me how to be resilient, intelligent, brave, and kind. It has taught me the value of community and of my own words. It has taught me things that I have learned at Harvard that I will never have on my transcript and will never see on my diploma. I have my family and my parents to thank for teaching me all of these things. But I also have to thank Harvard, because this is the place that taught me what it meant to be brown and a woman and Latina. It is the place where I learned to dance bachata and had my first pupusa. It is the place where I have met some of the bravest, kindest people. In them, I have seen not only the greatness that I was promised at Harvard, but its goodness as well. And let me take a minute just to say, do not allow these bright flames of goodness to burn out with the metallic harshness of the world. When you turn your class rings over and the shield faces out and you head into the real world, do not show people what they expect of Harvard students. The brilliance, analytical skills, the innovative thinkers. Yes, you have that. And the world always needs more logic and rationale, but it desperately needs more humanidad, humanity. Show people boundless compassion. Show them tender empathy. Enséñales tu latinidad, lo que has aprendido de tus razas con orgullo. Show them over the course of your lifetime what I've had the great privilege of seeing in you over the last 4 years. Clase de 2016, do not forget those who have come before you, and do not forget those who are coming after us. Many more classes of Latinxes will tread through Johnston Gate long after we are gone. But many more will not even think about coming to a place like Harvard because their communities make the idea unimaginable. There are people in the world who have been left voiceless, who cannot tell the stories in the same way that we have the privilege of doing. We have been given the possibility of an esteemed Harvard education, and it is our turn to return the favor and keep the cycle going by using the resources that we now have. As Toni Morrison once said, remember that if your real job is that if you are free, you need to free someone else. If you have some power, your job is to empower someone else. Sigan para adelante siempre, pero no se los olvide mirar para atrás para ver a quién ayudan. Mis queridos compañeros y compañeras, I have full faith that you will leave Harvard and empower others in everything that you do. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for the kaleidoscope of memories that I will replay in my mind long after this is over. I thank you for the 4 years of growing up together. Ha sido mi placer y mi honor pasar los 4 años con ustedes. Mami, I made it. Papi, I made it. Graduates, we made it. Sí se pudo. Felicidades.